Okay, welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. In this video here, I just got a call about a screen door lock. So basically the clients called me and said they've got a screen door lock, they want to swap it out, they've got their own lock, so they basically just want me to remove the screen door lock from the door. Most likely they'll probably want me to fit their new lock as well. So we'll see if we can show you what's going on with that. There was the video that I did about a year or two ago about how to remove the screen door cylinder. I get the feeling that's most likely where they're stuck. They don't have the key for the old cylinder, and they can't get the old screen door lock off the door. So that's why they're calling me, so they can get the old screen door cylinder out, so they can get the old screen door lock out, so they can put the new screen door lock back in. Hopefully they've bought the right lock, because some screen doors have 3-point locking, so if it's not compatible, that might be a little bit of an issue. So anyway, let's go there and have a look and see what we can see and see what we can do. Okay, definitely going to need earmuffs, need a driver, need a router, that's bad. Drill, no. Extra battery. Let's do it. Alright. What a mess. Austral, Gainsborough. T2 screen door. Yes. Okay. Good. Good. What is this? After inserting the cylinder, lock cylinder by a key before inserting screw. Okay, so lock cylinder by key before inserting screw. Doesn't feel very nice. It's terrible. Inside. Wood screws. Wood screws. Jeez. Okay, so Okay, so just leaving that screen door lock job, fairly straightforward. We were taking out a lock there, looked like a Doric screen door lock, and we were replacing with an Austral, which was actually branded Gainsborough. But a lot of people might already know that Austral was bought out by Gainsborough, and Gainsborough is bought out by, I think, Allegiance now, so that company owns all of them. So it was actually GWA who owned Gainsborough and Austral, and now Allegiance has bought them. So that's why we've got an Austral lock in a Gainsborough package, branded that way. So obviously they're clearing their last stock. And anyway, one thing I did wrong was the handle. They weren't wood screws. There was a couple of metal screws there, but the wood screws into die cast will work just fine, no big deal. I pot riveted the body on because the holes for the screws, there was no thread left in them. It was a little tiny wood screw holding in the aluminium body, the top and the bottom one, so I pot riveted them in to give it a little bit of extra strength. I used the WD-40 in the lock because sometimes they've got grease and things. Now this is a casted die cast product, and sometimes the tolerances can be quite sloppy. What I noticed was when I was turning the key in the lock position, when the lock was actually moving the locking sections inside up and down, it was a little bit crunchy or a little bit of a click right there, right at the end, that I wasn't terribly happy with. So I sprayed a little bit of WD-40 into the lock, which lubricated it, and it seemed to come pretty good. Now that particular job, the client supplied the lock, so there's no warranty on the actual lock itself. We just basically install it, and you know, that's about all we can do. So if the lock was to break, we'd need to be paid to go out there, remove it, and then they send it back, and then, you know, start all over again. So that's why sometimes it's actually better just to let the locksmith supply the lock and install the lock, because if we supply and install, we warrant both the labour, the call out, and the lock. We warrant everything. So if the lock fails, what we do is we simply just go out there with a new lock, replace it over, and then we send it back. So the customer's never without a lock. So it's a little bit better to let us supply our own locks. Plus, on top of that, I know what he paid from the hardware for that particular type of lock, and we could have supplied a Weco Mark II or Mark III, you know, for a better price. Well, about the same price actually. Also, the cylinder, I don't like those cylinders because it's on T2, which is a Gainsborough key. They're not extremely compatible. So that means that if you want to match the rest of your house up, it's not going to be desirable. I could see the front door was an LW4 C or C4 key, like your standard Lockwood profile, and most likely 90% of the rest of the house would be. So by adding a strange Gainsborough key on the front screen door, you know, is not good. There are some houses where you've got Gainsborough throughout, and that's where that type of cylinder would come in. You know, you're matching a screen door to the rest of the house, fine. But on that one there, it's going to be one different key on their key ring that's always not going to be, you know, always going to just for the screen door, not matched to anything else. So an extra key to carry, as where if we'd gone the other way around, we could have matched that key so that you know, they wouldn't have to carry any more keys. We could have matched it to the front door, but then it would have been an extra cylinder. And the client's already paid the money for the lock and the cylinder, and they want to use that, and I completely understand. We don't want to escalate the price any more than what the price needs to be. So if they want a particular thing, we give them exactly what they want, and you know, sometimes that's all they want, and they're happy. Some people want the bells and the whistles, some people just want it installed and working. So that's pretty much what it is. So anyway, nice day in Sydney town, a few locks out of the way, going off to the next one. So that was a quick job. I'd be putting that down to about a 15-minute job, and you saw the router, how quick it was pretty good. So leave your comments down below, and that was the screen door lock. Thanks for watching.